Hey guys, welcome back to another video with me. I am Brittany, your certified life coach, your motivational speaker, and your mentor. Welcome back to another episode with me. Hi guys, it is Sunday. I pray you guys are having a good day. I pray your Sunday is good. I pray you guys are out there staying safe and staying warm. And staying cool because it's hot outside. So welcome back to another video with me. Here on my channel, you will get so much of motivation and inspiration, some things that's going to encourage you along the way. On yesterday's video, we talked about what's your motivation, and we talked about waking up your motivation. And I'm back today to drop a video off to wake up your motivation today. Guys, you know, motivation is a powerful thing. You got to have motivation in order to be successful, in order to achieve your goals, in order to get to the next level, in order to change your life, and in order to lose weight, in order to get a certain career, a house, a car. You got to have some type of motivation, right? So today I wanted to come in and to drop off to help you wake up your motivation. And what can you do to wake up that motivation? So right now you might be in a season where you feel like you can't get up. You might feel a little stuck. You may see yourself being somewhere and you just don't see how you're gonna get there. And what that is that's a vision that has been given to you. And visions come from God. He gives you visions. The Holy Spirit come in and he tries to give you something that you're going to need to get to your next level. He shows you your ending. He shows you the whole thing. But in your mind, you're feeling like, I don't have the means to get there. I don't know how I'm going to get there. I don't know how I'm going to be healed. I don't know how I'm going to be whole. I don't know how I'm going to start this business. I don't know how I'm going to get on this type of career path. I don't know. And that's what the enemy does. He comes in to help to make you question the how and try to figure out the how. You don't have to figure out the how you're going to do something. You just have to start somewhere. You have to make little small steps to get to where you're trying to go. So I'm here today to encourage you, to tell you that start small. If it is to start a new business, just figure out what type of business you want and write it down. Write your vision and make it plain. Write it down. If it's to lose weight, you don't have to start running right now. Let me tell you something. I used to be a beast in the gym, y'all. I used to work out religiously all the time, 7 days a week, outside, in the gym, in the house, wherever I could get it, I could do it. I would do it. So if it's to lose weight, you don't start out with the big stuff. You start out with the small things. You start out with discipline. You start out with writing things down that come to you. You start making a plan. You tell yourself, okay, this is what I want. And now I have to make changes and I have to make adjustments to get to where I'm trying to go. So whether that's waking up early, going to bed early, stop talking to certain people, because on your path of success and you're getting to where you're trying to go and trying to fulfill your vision, there's going to be a lot of people that you're going to have to drop off and leave to the side and keep pushing forward because they're not going where you're going. And when we say that, when you hear speakers say that, when you hear motivational speakers say that, and life coaches say these things, it's not the fact of they're going to the same place you're going. They're not headed anywhere. They don't have any type of direction for their life. You guys are not going to end up in the same place, but you both have the same concept. You both have the same foundation. So if you are around people that are not going where you're going, they're trying to fulfill their destiny, they have goals mapped out, they have plans, they've written their vision, you cannot be around those people. And in order for you to wake up your motivation, you're going to have to change your surroundings. That's number one. I want you to write that down. Change the people that are around you. Sit back, take a day, not even really a day. I'm sorry. You don't even have to take long. Just take you a few minutes and write down on a sheet of paper on the people that you need, what type of friendships you want, and what type of friendships you need to let go. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to take a sheet of paper and say, these are the type of friendships I need and I want in my life. And these are the people that I got to start rearranging. I got to let go. I got to move on from them. Because on your path to success and on your path, on your journey to fulfill your vision, you got to have the right people around you. That's number one. Write that down. I have to have the right people around me. Because if you don't have the right people around you, I'm telling you now, it's going to be a struggle to get where you need to go. And sometimes that means even your relationships. And I'm talking about boyfriend and girlfriend. You could be in a toxic marriage. You could be in a toxic, household with somebody, even your a roommate. You know what I mean? You may have your mom or your dad that's around that you have to back off from. And I'm not telling you right now, if you are married or if you're in a relationship, I'm not telling you to divorce anyone. I'm not telling you to break up with anyone. I'm simply telling you to evaluate your relationships and your friendships, because you're going to need that to get to where you're trying to go. You're going to need that evaluation. And I'm telling you, when you begin to drop off those ones that are not there to get you to where you're going, God is going to send the right people on your path to help you get to your next level. I'm telling you, I'm a living witness to that. Okay. Whether it's one person, two people, three people, He's going to send the right people around. All right. Number 2, I want you to write this down. What is it that I want? What do I want for my life? What do I want my life to look like? What do I want my home to look like? What I want my finances to look like? What I want my car to look like? And I'm talking about details. I want it to be clean every 2 weeks. I want my gas tank to be filled up. These are, I'm telling you guys, it may sound crazy, but just taking those little bitty steps. What do I want my finances to look like? What do I want to do as far as my household? How often I want to clean up? This is waking up your motivation. This is putting into perspective discipline. This is putting discipline in your life. How often I want to clean and cook and meal prep. What do I want my life to look like? What is it that I want? And you go in detail by detail, finances, cooking, cleaning, how often you want to splurge or taking trips and vacations. Write that down. Write that down. Okay. What is it that you want for your life? Number 3, what is my vision for my life? Vision far as what is that you want? Like what type of business that you want? What is my purpose for my life? That's what I mean. It's your vision for your life, but I want you to write this down. Number 3, what is the purpose for my life? What is God's given purpose? You're going to sit with God and He's going to reveal to you who you are, whether it's a leader, a speaker, a teacher, a babysitter, a hairdresser, owning your own nail salon. He's going to show you those things. He's going to tell you, He's going to reveal to you who you are. And how does He do that? You're going to start moving in that position. You're going to start walking in that position. You're going to feel something different. You're going to have a promotion at your job. You're going to have a promotion at the church. You're going to start doing certain things, whether that's leading. You're going to see like, okay, God, I'm a leader. I'm a leader. This is how you're going to wake up your motivation. What do I want? What's the vision? What is my purpose for my life? What am I here to do? What am I here to do? Number 4, I want you to write this down. Number 4, isolation equals elevation. Isolation equals elevation. There's 2 types of isolation, and I will get back into that in my next video, or maybe not the next one, but we will get into that. Okay. So number 4 is isolation equals elevation. There's 2 types of isolation. And the one type of isolation is you can be isolated by the enemy. And number 2, you can be isolated by God. So when you are in isolation, you need to decipher and determine and discern the difference between the 2. You need to get into isolation with God. And when you get in isolation with Him, you're going to be so happy. You're going to be very off to yourself. You're going to be spending a lot of time with Him. You're going to be spending a lot of time reading His Word and praying. You're going to be spending a lot of time with your loved ones. You're going to be happy. You won't be sad. You will cry, of course, if there's things that you have to talk to God about to let go. You might cry about those things, but you're not going to be isolated from the world and from people. You're still going to want to do your daily duties, everything that you do on a regular basis. When you're isolated by the enemy, you don't do that. You stuck in the bed, you're not eating, you're not showering, you don't want to be bothered with nobody, your kids, your family, you don't want to see outside, you don't even want to see daylight. I want you to get into isolation. This is how you're going to wake up your motivation. Isolation, which brings elevation, and isolation with God, not the enemy, okay? And sometimes God will isolate you Himself. Before I started my process of isolation, God came in and He told me to delete Facebook. He wanted me to delete Facebook. And when I deleted Facebook, everything changed. I felt like a weight was lifting off my chest. And I didn't even realize that until I heard and I felt in my spirit to let it go. Just let it go. I was doing too much on it. I was looking at too much stuff. I was comparing myself a lot. It was just a lot. So I let it go. And then I had to get off of Instagram. But the reason why God was really pushing me for Facebook is because that's where I spent the most time. But I let go all of my social media. I deleted Instagram and Facebook. I kept Snapchat, but I wasn't on it. And I had TikTok as well, but I wasn't really on those like that. They didn't do anything for me. But I kept those just for the memories that I had with my daughter and my sons and my mom and everything and myself. I kept that. So I got into isolation with God, and when I did that, I'm telling you guys, it really did something for me. It really changed me. It gave me a new way of looking at life and thinking and everything. I ended up meeting new people, and they got me with God, and everything just changed. So I'm here to tell you to seek God in all you do. You know, it says in our word to seek first the kingdom of God and everything in his righteousness, and everything will be given unto you. And that is true. I do believe in that. And it's hard sometimes to seek him when we're going through things, but you can always count on God. You can always depend on him. You right now, this video is particularly about waking up your motivation. You always keep God in the midst in that season. This is how you wake up your motivation. Like I said, you're going to evaluate your relationships. You're going to evaluate your friendships. You're going to evaluate the people that you spend the most time with. Are they benefiting you? Are they an asset or they're a liability? And number two, what is the purpose for your life? What are you doing with your life? What is it that what God has put in you to do? And you're going to isolate. Isolation brings elevation. Do a self-evaluation. Do a self-talk. Always speak life into your life. You know, I always thought that I had to wait on somebody to speak to me, even when I was going through a hard season. And I have learned, and I am still learning, and I have just recently learned that I don't have to wait on no one. I don't have to wait on a word from a preacher. I don't have to wait on a prophecy. I don't have to wait on my mama. I don't have to wait. No. I can speak life into my own life. Now, don't get me wrong. God is going to bring people in your life to speak life into you. He going to put people in your path to confirm his word every time. He going to put people. It ain't just people. He can put people. He can put some on the TV. He can put some on a billboard, a book, a video, podcast, whatever. He's going to confirm his word. I know that for a fact. I just even witnessed that today. So I'm telling you, always keep him first, and you can speak life into your own life. Because when you're going through something, you feeling unmotivated, and you feeling like you can't get up and you can't get unstuck, you really can't. All you got to do is just say one word. I'm not even just one word. Yes, one word, one name, Jesus. And you can say one small sentence. I am loved by God, period. God loves me. Start speaking affirmations. This is another way you can wake up your motivation. I want you to start speaking some affirmations. I am loved by God. I am chosen by God. I am God's beloved child. I am God's daughter. Start speaking those affirmations. When you start speaking them, it's not going to be easy. It ain't going to be easy. And the reason why it's not easy is because you're looking at what's going on in the now. You got to speak as though things as though they're not. You have to speak in what you see, in your spirit, in your mind, what you want. You got to speak against that. You got to go against that and speak that. That's another tip right there. Start speaking affirmations. That's how you wake up your motivation. You start speaking affirmations every chance you get. People say wake up in the morning and start speaking them. That's true. You need to do that. But I'm going to also tell you something else. You need to speak your affirmations in your car, in your shower, while you eating dinner, while you in the bathroom. Every time you go to the bathroom, speak those affirmations. Every single time, every chance you get. Before you go to bed, speak those affirmations. Speak those affirmations. And I'm telling you, things will change. Your mind will change. You'll start feeling good about yourself. I'm a queen. I'm a boss. I'm the best at what I do. Speak that for all my queens and even kings. I'm a king. I'm a boss. I'm the best at what I do. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. When you begin to wake up your motivation, the enemy is trying to come. He's going to try to come and knock you off your rock. But you got to tell that enemy, not today. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Any tongue that raises up against me in judgment shall be condemned. Shall be condemned. So I love you guys. It has been a pleasure coming on, dropping this video off and spending some time with you. Please look forward to the next video that I'm going to drop. And that video is actually going to be about isolation, the two types of isolation that it is. And that video is going to be a journal note. So y'all, when you look out for that, please have your journals. Please have your journals, okay? Go ahead and hit the notification bell, hit subscribe, hit like, and please share this YouTube with someone that you know, your closest friendship, your mom, your sister, whoever you spend the most time with. But don't forget to evaluate that relationship and make sure that is a relationship that is for you and that is going to get you to your next level. It's not a liability. It's an asset. It's something that's adding to your life. I love you guys so much. I look forward to talking to you again. Don't forget to go and share and like my podcast. They are on all the major platforms, on Apple Podcasts if you have it, Apple phone, iPhone, and we also are on Spotify. I love you guys so much, and I cannot wait to come on and give you the next video about isolation. There's 2 types of isolation, so please make sure to look out for that video and make sure to have your journal. You guys have a good day. Have a happy 4th of July. Get out there and spend some time with your family. Think positive about yourself. Speak positivity into your heart. Speak positivity over your life. Speak positivity over your life. I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Any tongue that raises against me in judgment shall be condemned. I am loved by God. I am God's chosen child. I am God's daughter. I love you guys, and I will check back in with you later. Have a good evening.